Hey everybody, Matumbo here. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are playing some more Historic here on Magic Arena. And today we have a pretty spicy deck for you, and I'm really excited to be playing this. But real quick, as always, just want to remind you, if you enjoyed the channel or the video, please hit that subscribe button. Please share the video with your friends. Please check out all the cool links in the description below. Leave a comment letting us know what you want to see in a future video, and hit that like. So just do all the things. With that being said, let's hop right into today's deck. And we are playing Pact of Glory. So first off, do want to tell you real quick, we forgot to film the intro before we played our games. So we know how the games go. We're just gonna pretend like we don't. So we're not gonna spoil anything. Don't worry. We'll spoil that when we film the wrap up here shortly. But let's talk about the deck. This deck is playing around the fact that we are trying to get Gideon of the Trials into play. Gideon of the Trials, again, one of the reprints from Amonkhet Remastered. This is a 3-mana Planeswalker. He is pretty powerful in the fact that when he comes into play, what we typically want to do as soon as he hits play, we want to use the bottom 0 ability that says you get an emblem with, as long as you control a Gideon Planeswalker, you can't lose the game and your opponents can't win the game. So this is important because emblems can't be interacted with. So when you have an emblem, it just kind of sits off to the side. Typically, and you see this on Arena. It's going to be on the left hand side. You're gonna have like a little tiny icon that you can hover over. It tells you what it is. But they can't be, you can't get rid of them in any way. There's really only one way to get rid of that card, and that is to go to a different game, or start the game over, there are cards that do that. But for Arena's sake, there's no way to interact with an emblem at all. So even if they happen to kill the first Gideon, we're playing 6 Gideons. So we are wanting to, we will typically have another Gideon to play after this, but we want to at least make sure we have that emblem in play. But we're also going to be using Gideon later on in the game to win the game, because we are going to be using the other 0-mana ability to turn Gideon into a 4/4 human soldier creature with indestructible. And we get to prevent all the damage that's dealt to him that turn. So that's really good, and that's really powerful. So they're not going to be able to like wrath us, anything like that, to get rid of our Planeswalker. But again, we're focusing on the fact that it says as long as you control a Gideon Planeswalker, you can't lose the game. So we're going to be playing cards that typically we would not want to be playing in a deck. And let me just kind of actually give you an example. One of the best cards in our deck now at that point. So we're always going to assume that we're going to have Gideon in play with this Gideon emblem. We have Pact of Negation. Pact of Negation is a 0-mana counterspell. 0 mana. However, the downfall is at the beginning of your upkeep, you lose the game unless you pay 5 mana, and 2 of which are blue. Well, we're not playing any blue mana or ways to produce blue mana, so this is just a free counterspell that basically we are not being punished for, because we have Gideon in play, and Gideon will prevent us from losing the game. We also have 3 copies of Chance for Glory and 3 copies of Glorious End. So Chance for Glory, you've seen this in some other decks. We featured this in a couple other decks as well. But this says creatures you control gain indestructible. Not a big deal. Take an extra turn after this one. That's huge. That's a free extra turn. But then on top of it, at the beginning of that next turn's end step, you lose the game. So we're going to get another extra turn. And again, as long as we have a Gideon in play with that emblem, we're not going to lose the game because we have that emblem. And then, so Glorious End kind of does the same thing. Instead, it's going to be working on our opponent's turn because it is an instant, just like Chance for Glory. But this just says end the turn. And then at the beginning of your next end step, you lose the game. So typically what you want to do with this card is during their upkeep, before they draw, you cast this and it just ends the turn. So it just immediately goes back to you. And they didn't, develop their board in any way. They didn't draw a card for their turn. You just basically time walk them. Another really good use of Glorious End is to, if they're about to play some crazy bomb, or they're going to remove something of yours, like if they're going to kill your Gideon or attack your Gideon, you cast this and it just gets rid of all of the spells that are on the stack, anything that's happening. it just stops. It just ceases to exist. Everything that is on the stack gets exiled, and then it's your turn again. So that's how we use this card. And again, on top of that, we just have so much utility in our deck. We also have Demonic Pact. This is, a modal card that lets us choose one new thing every turn, where we can't repeat them. But then at the, one of the options is you lose the game. And of course, with Gideon in play, we're not going to lose the game. So we're going to get the benefit of this, and we're not going to have to worry about the downfall. And then on top of that, we just have a bunch of removal and utility cards. So we have 3 Birth of Melodus. This is going to get us a Plains, this is going to get us a blocker, and this is going to get us a couple life. We have 3 Gideon's Triumphs. This is really good because we are playing Gideons. So this says target opponent sacrifices a creature that attacked or blocked this turn. And if we have a Gideon Planeswalker, they sacrifice 2 creatures. So typically for 2 mana, we're going to catch them off guard because we're going to be making people sacrifice 2 creatures as opposed to 1. We have 4 copies of Treacherous Blessing. This card is ridiculously good. 3 mana enchantment, draw 3 cards. And then anytime we cast a spell, we lose a life. But I mean, we can go into the negative. We can go to negative 100 as long as we have Gideon and his emblem in play. So we're just really utilizing this to draw as many cards as possible. So we don't even care if we get all 4 of these in play at once, because again, we're just benefiting from the fact that we paid 3 mana and we drew 3 cards. We have 1 copy of Grim Tutor, again, just to maybe go get one of our extra card turns. Maybe go get one of our Gideons because we haven't drawn it yet. Or maybe we go get a Wrath of God because we haven't drawn that yet and we need to. And then this may not be the best card in the deck, looking at it on paper, but I did put this in case we faced a 9 lives Solemnity deck. Again, because we have no interaction with a 9 lives or Solemnity, and we wanted to at least have one answer for it, because I've been seeing a ton of 9 lives Solemnity, at least for the people I play. And if we run into this, I want to be prepared. I want to be able to just win the game at that point. So, and then we didn't cover the other Gideon we're playing, but you all know the other 3 mana Gideon. He is a 4/4 when it's your turn. You can make one of your creatures vigilant, lifelink, or indestructible, or for the -6, you can exile target creature, or I'm sorry, target non-land permanent. So that is really our deck. We're topping it off with 24 land, as you can see all right here. So we are hoping to just have a good run here, have some really amazing games. So stay tuned through the wrap up, and we will talk to you soon.
All right, let's see if Gideon will prevent us from losing. Bitten Shadow. Right. This is quite a hand. Take this right off the bat. Go right for it, right? Go right for it. If our friend ever decides to join us with his 80 card deck. Oh, Yorion. Why are you a thing? Why were you printed? Hey. You're the same. Same Z's. I mean, I think we're just gonna go for a Gideon. Or do we go for Chance for Glory and then Gideon? I guess we Gideon.
Save yourself and give up now.
Good thing is they can never get rid of this emblem. That's the good thing about just slamming a Gideon and embleming. I do feel like we might be a little light on card draw in our deck. That must have been a hard decision. Hard decision. Destroy target creature or planeswalker with converted mana cost 3 or less. Got it.
Virtue will always triumph.
The search for Escanta. Not dealing any more damage. This is Kaya, right? Oh yeah, they got Kaya. Kaya emblem. Kaya sleeves. Oh well, we're gonna counter that one.
I don't think so.
Alright, well. Get in another attack step. Love to draw another land here. Perfect, perfect. I mean, we're just going. We're just going for it, right?
That's enough.
I mean, that was a pretty good series of turns right there. Plus, we have a backup, Pact of Negation. 4 and 4 is 8, and they're at 8, so we are presenting lethal. They have 2 cards they have to deal with. A lot of the time, these Yorion decks don't actually play a lot of different counter spells. So they might be forced to like try to get us to settle the wreckage or something along those lines. That's if his version plays or their version plays settle the wreckage. Hero, I mean, gotcha. Yeah, good game. Oh, this deck is sweet.
All right, well, we are back. Game 2. We had to take a little bit of a break because we had to work, but we're gonna hydrate. This looks like a pretty good hand. We're gonna keep this. We're gonna lead off with Blood Crypt. We want them to think that we're playing, you know, Jund or something like that. Maybe just playing this land will get us a win. Like, oh great, I don't want to play against this deck again. So we're definitely going against some kind of growth spiral deck. Simic? Simic what? Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to discard a card, but I think we just discard a plains. If they counter this, that's fine. No, just, hey, just growth spiral. Yep. You're living the dream over there, my friend. Yeah, we don't need the Godless Shrine. We don't need no Godless Shrine. So, do we... I wonder if they're playing... No? Okay, good. I was really dreading them playing a potential wolf there. That's not what we want. But we get them pretty good here if they play a Nissa, right? But we don't want them to play a Nissa. Alright, well. They don't have any instants in their hand that they can just cast. They could have counter, and they just drew that. So that was their draw for the turn. I guess we're just going to slam one of these. We have another one. They can counter this if they want. This will at least give us a little bit of a insight on what they're playing. And if this hits, I mean, good for us. So they could have a Brazen Borrower to kill it. But we need to just go ahead and take the emblem. All right, Nissa. We're just gonna glorious end here. End the turn. Start getting in.
Invulnerability has its perks.
Right? Let's take another turn. Gideon's indestructible now.
I don't think so.
No reason to play another land. It's unfortunate we couldn't keep going there. They're up to 7. This could be... This could have been Ugin turn. I think next turn's going to be Ugin turn. Grazer's fine. We don't care about Grazer. We have literally an indestructible planeswalker right now. Do we Wrath? I kind of want to force damage through. Yeah, we're gonna pay for it. So I think here they think they're gonna get us really good. Pact of Negation is really, really good.
Not if I can help it.
Uro. Yep. They definitely have enough to bring that back. We're gonna have to counter it if they replay it. Nope. So hopefully we draw something good here. Oh, perfect.
Stand down.
So I think we have to do this during their upkeep. Yep, good game, Gigantus. Wow, that was pretty dominating performance there. Man, that's just two really, really impressive wins with this deck. Excited to see what happens next. This is not a good hand. Not a horrible hand, but it's not a good hand. We can potentially ramp up to Wrath if they're playing a creature deck. Okay. So they're probably playing Devotion. Oh, Chromatic Black, okay. This is gonna be tough. This is gonna be tough. Maze-Bind Tome, yep. Okay, we'll go ahead and start off with a Treacherous Blessing. Discard 2 cards. Wrath is probably a good discard, and probably this Plains. So they have 5 swamps, so now whenever they draw their other land, it'll actually start benefiting. This might be bad. Might have to leave up this Glorious End. Another Maze-Mind Tome, okay. Let's just draw Gideon here. You're not Gideon. Oh. I think we just have to risk it. You know what they say? Risk it for the biscuit. Okay, Solemn's fine. Really? They're just gonna scry? So I think we're gonna go ahead and hit him here first. Maybe we should play that untapped, honestly. So I really feel like this next turn is going to come down to us playing this Glorious End. Probably on this Ugin that they're about to cast. Oh, Ugin. Alright, deck. We really need... Remember, sometimes the games just go this way. Oh, wrong one. Oh, man. Oh, we lost. I don't think this actually gets us anything. But, good game. Good game. Oh! Oh! What? What? But we were gonna lose. We were gonna lose on our end step. Oh my gosh. Oh. See, that's why you don't concede. That's a prime example of why you don't concede. Oh, instantaneous pairing against DFLV. Alright, well, this is not a hand we want. So this is a hand we will keep. Fortunate. We're going to get rid of a birth here. And we're going to just really hope that we draw a black mana source. Are you playing elves? No, you're playing goblins. I said black mana source. Yep. Oh, did draw a black mana source. Okay. I mean, we have to do this. We're going to gain 2 next turn. Okay. Okay. Oh. Goblin War Chief, that's fine. And another Gideon. So I think we have to hope they try to mux us here. Like maybe they play 4th land and then sack these 2 goblins. We cast Muxus and then we just really get them. Wow, that worked out really well. So
This ends now.
that was pretty fun. Okay, Firebrand, Dark Prospector. That's fine. Oh, living the dream. Living the dream. Yep.
I'm sorry.
All right, well. I definitely want him. I definitely want this to be an indestructible card. I know it can still take damage.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, we drew another one. Well, little. Let's see what we draw here. Oh, that's really good. So,
Bear with me.
so now we have 2 potential outs here. Chain Whirler.
I don't think so. So that's what pain feels like.
No, this is going to be tough.
One less Less fiends to fight. Retreat.
As much as I want to draw cards, I need to make sure that this haste goblin is off the board.
I will prove myself worthy.
Maybe I should have done that first. We're definitely going to draw 2. Drew the other. You lose 3 life. So...
You hold no power over me.
we're going to play this. They know we have that. I mean, I kind of just want to go get a Pact of Negation, right? Or... I mean, Pact of Negation definitely... yeah, I think we have to get that. Because if they stumble for 1 turn... okay, that's actually fine. Perfect. Good game, wow. Goblins. Suck it, goblins. Finally. I hate playing against goblins, you guys know that. So we've definitely somehow maneuvered our way into a 4-0 with this deck. We should be 3-1, obviously, because that one match our opponent scooped when they thought we were going to win the game or take an extra turn, but in reality we were going to die at the end of the turn. So toss G. We go first. Yeah, we're going to keep this. I do like this hand. 3 mulligans. Are they playing Treasure Hunt? 4 mulligans. I feel like if they're on the Treasure Hunt plan, which it looks like they probably are based on, yep, the fact that they wanted to keep that. We might just be on the auto win the game plan. They have a cycle. Yep. Ooh, that's rough. That's a rough one for them. They'll probably concede here.
Prepare to defend. It's time to give up.
Because they can't Thassa's Oracle here.
This is a prime day for justice.
I mean, Thassa's Oracle is not going to win them the game, even if they manage to draw.
Down.
Alright, so we're just going to give lifelink because it doesn't matter. And we have 2 Gideons and an emblem, so... okay. I mean, you're definitely putting stuff together.
That's enough. Not on my.
I'm not really entirely sure what you're
I believe in you, friend.
what you're doing, though. All right. Nerf for nothing. All right. Yeah, I don't think that deck at all can beat a turn 3 Gideon. And just drop the emblem. I don't think there's absolutely any chance. Interesting. So 5-0. We're beating all of the decks that we hate. We're beating all of the meme decks. Frozen Celt. Oh, this is a mulligan. This is... God, I really wish we had another land. I don't want to keep this at all. But we have to. I don't remember who was going first. Oh, we're going first? Okay. Stitcher Supplier. Oh, let's do it. Pact of Negation. Alright, so they're doing the Storm Herald deck.
Only hurt yourself. Now it's my turn.
Okay, so we are going to emblem.
Let's finish this.
And we're going to take an extra turn here. Because why not, right?
This ends now.
Have they hit a Storm Herald yet? No, they have not. I don't know if we're supposed to just let this go.
You hold no power over me.
Okay. Oh, well, I wish we would have drawn that Pact of Negation. That'd have been really nice. Oh. Oh, look at that.
I march into battle as your champion of justice. That's enough. I believe in you.
What are we going to exile? Pact of Negation and what else? Treacherous Blessing. Okay. Sure thing.
That's enough.
That was a great draw because now we get to win the game.
Not if I can help it. Prepare for battle. I've got you. cleave the darkness.
Oh, Frozen Kilt, thank you for letting us get to play that out. Wow, we had a series of really good draws there. We could have actually Grim Tutored for a third Pact of Negation or another just end the turn card. Really, really, really crazy, this deck. So somehow we have navigated ourselves to the final boss, where we are trying to go undefeated. Again, we technically should have one loss, but our opponent didn't read the cards. And we are going to keep this. Hello, Charlin1251. Oh, I'll tell you, good game too. So we are playing Gates, huh?
Your weapons won't. Your defeat is
I
inevitable.
feel like we have a really good hand right now. So I think if they play their blue enchantment, I think we packed it. Uro's fine. Uro all you want.
No, I don't think so.
Yes, I think we're going to have enough to chain together a bunch of just extra turns. Growth Spiral, okay. Probably another Growth Spiral, yep. Alright, so we're going to pay some life. We're going to play a Birth.
You hold no power over me.
Okay, so we are going to go ahead and take a turn here.
I'm ready for whatever you've got.
We're going to go ahead and tutor for another Chance for Glory. Take another turn. Oh my gosh, what a freaking draw. That was pretty ridiculous.
You hold no power over me.
Oh my gosh, this is like where we get to just do all the things.
Not if I can help it.
All right, so we need to stop during their upkeep. Actually, you know what? We're just gonna let it happen. That was a pretty impressive just string of turns all together like that. All right, well, we are going to end that turn.
You hold no power over me.
Yeah, that was... wow. That was probably the most dominating performance of this deck that we've seen, obviously. They weren't interacting with us much, But yeah, wow. That is so sick. All right, guys, welcome back to the wrap up. Now, I knew while we were filming the intro, because we forgot to film the intro before we played, but yeah, this deck killed it. We went 7-0. Now, you saw how crazy this deck can go. There's just so much synergy. Or really powerful extra turn cards or counter spells, stuff like that, just becomes so powerful with Gideon in play. And a lot of decks just can't deal with a turn 3 Gideon in and itself, because sometimes you play Gideon, you emblem because you just want the emblem and you hope it lives, and then they just can't get rid of it anyway. Sometimes they can only deal like 1 or 2 damage, but if they can't deal that magic 3 damage to the Gideon on the turn it comes down into play, this deck can easily spiral out of control. So really what I would do with this deck, again, we didn't run into the 9 live Solemnity combo, but I don't really think we need that with this deck. I think the Cleansing Nova would come out, and that card would either become an intervention, a Gideon's intervention, or really I think it might just become a 4th chance for glory. We'd still leave 1 Grim Tutor in the deck, but I just don't think that we need... Actually, you know what? I think the Cleansing Nova would become the 4th Glorious End, because Glorious End is a good answer to spells that we can't deal with, such as artifacts or enchantments. 1 card that we might not be able to deal with at all. Again, 9 lives. So they go to cast 9 lives, and then in response we Glorious End, and we just end the turn, and then it gets exiled because it's on the stack, and then we just go to our turn and then maybe play Gideon, and then don't lose at the end of our turn. So I think that's what we're really just hoping for with this deck. Yeah, this deck is really, really powerful. I'm really glad that, we kind of, fell upon this, because again, some of these cards that were reprinted with Amonkhet just should not have been reprinted. All of the masterpieces, so to speak, I don't think should have been reprinted. Thoughtseize, Pact of Negation. This deck is not as good, obviously, without Pact of Negation, and Pact of Negation just puts this deck just so much over the top. We might have stumbled upon something that's actually super competitive, because you saw we beat goblins pretty handily. We beat really all of the decks, or not all the decks, but we beat a lot of decks that just we have problems with some of our other decks. So it was really good to see that. But again, if you enjoy the video, you enjoy the channel, and you are not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that bell icon, the like button, share the video with your friends. Check out all of the amazing links down in the Discord channel. And just keep doing what you're doing. All the links down in the description, not in the Discord channel, but join the Discord. That is the most important thing. I want to interact with as many of you. And leave a comment down below letting us know you made it to the end of the video, and let us know what you want to see in the next video or in a future video. That being said, everybody, really appreciate you watching. Stay safe. We will see you next time. Remember, this channel would not exist without such amazing viewers and subscribers. Thank you so much for interacting with the channel and helping grow the community. And a very big special thank you to the Patreons listed here for supporting the channel.